Yeah, it started.
Okay, thank you. So let's just start. Okay, let me share my screen first. Yes. Okay, I think my screen visible to you all. And
Yes,
yes,
yes, we can see.
Yes, yes.
thank you. Now, just taking time, still taking time. So basically, there's a problem regarding that VM connectivity and all. So we have find with the discussion after a long time discussion. Basically, we have a two type of URL. Okay, let's go to that server. Manage instance. It's getting started here. It's taking time. Okay, so for this is the host name. Okay, so this host name basically publicly not allowed. Okay, this is private only. So if we are using this port using the SQL default port 1433, then we have to use this basically host name. Okay, and we can use in private network only, or we have to just configure our VPN or peer-to-peer connection or sideways side-to-side connectivity. Okay, then we can connect from SSMS or Azure. Okay, Azure Data Studio. For the public, basically the default feature is disabled for the public basically from Azure side because it's not secure basically. Okay, every can able to connect the database from the public URL or public link. Okay, so for that let's start the system first. Okay, so there's a network. In network we will get that the public URL. Okay, like you can say that see this one. Okay, let's I will show you the public URL how it is. See, in after the host name, sorry, yes, instance name, we get a public keyword. Okay, and rest is same, but the public port is different. This is not a SQL port. This is a RDP port for that manage instance 3342. So we are not going to pass here 1433. Okay, so that is a different type of connectivity here. Basically, we when we connect with that outside that Azure, basically, or other different tools. So we need to use that is public link. Okay, public server name, we can set it also. Okay, and this port number is 3342. This is a public port for inbound. Okay, so we have to just configure that inbound rules also. Okay, in firewall. Now about the manage instance, sorry, SQL Azure SQL account, sorry, SQL database. Okay, so by default it will online if you trying to connect to the database. Okay, else if you are in ideal state, it will automatically offline or in pause state. Okay.
Okay.
mm, let's refresh this. What happened? Oh, let's wait. Hmm. First we can check that public URL here. See, so this endpoint, public endpoint URL, we can use here to connect the server here. Okay, so this is up and running now. Just try to connect again here. Yeah, see, so now we're able to connect here, and it is have all these system databases and all, so we can use and we can monitor and logins as well. We can get logins from here. Okay, we will see the security part. Okay, after this, see, S is already disabled here. See, by default. Okay, and then we have a agent, but we can use elastic job. Okay, so it's similar like your VM. Okay, it is a PaaS services, but mostly the resources and all managed or monitored by Azure or cloud service provider. Okay, So any question on PaaS, then we can go with the security part, authentication and authorization. So we'll see Maxtra server roles, database role, Azure roles, and then
Azure
firewall.
Pass, Salesh, we cannot connect Azure Pass here, right, in SSMS. That was possible only in the that Visual Studio tool, right?
No, no, here PaaS we can
Visual
connect
Studio.
Azure database, Azure SQL DB cannot connect here. Okay,
Yeah,
directly
okay, okay.
connect with Azure
That
database.
is managed instance that you are connected
Yes,
in the
yeah,
SMS.
yeah. This is a
Okay.
managed instance. So in PaaS, let me clear here. We have two things, two features or two facilities provided in the PaaS basically. One is managed instance. Second will is
Mhm.
Azure SQL database. Okay. In
Okay.
Azure SQL, we have three things: single databases, Elastic, and then database server. I will show you. Okay.
Okay.
Let's recap it. Okay. So that will. Uh, so let's
Oh, actually,
connect.
one of my question.
Mhm.
Can we create any link server from Azure SQL to Azure SQL? Is it possible?
Not link server. There's a different terminology like linking, I think. Okay. We will see. Okay. But link
Okay.
server is
Yeah, we can link through Elastic queries.
a full elastic
Yeah, but
connection.
we need to create for each table we need to create external tables for that. So it's
Yeah.
somewhat difficult.
Yeah. Difficult, and this is a hectic task for that DBA basically. Okay.
Yeah. So for each table we need to create external tables for that. So
Mhm.
mostly it is not preferable to create links
Mhm.
servers here.
Yes. 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 And that is a different thing. You can just use shared feature. There's an VM basically. Okay. Shared
Mhm.
data, I think. We'll see that is I think this is a data engineering basically course. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's come to the point here. First, let me clear here one more thing about the PaaS services. Okay, so we can just type here Azure SQL. So, sorry, not Azure SQL. So when we go for creation, that create. Okay, so see, this window is for deployment option we get from Azure. For PaaS services, we have two only. Okay, that is SQL databases and SQL managed instance. Okay,
Mhm.
in
Mhm.
SQL managed instance, we will get instance like Azure Arc. Okay, two different type of we can say the facilities or we can get here for migration
Mhm.
for migration purpose also we can use that lift and shift like it is ready for that. We can say that if you are migrating from on premise to cloud, so
Mhm.
managed instance is very helpful. Okay, there's too many features. You can easily migrate your on premise database to cloud. Okay, and
So this is the
the
second one in the managed instance. First one is the Azure, and third one in the
database,
virtual machine.
yeah, virtual machines, that is IaaS, that is infra as a
Ah,
service.
right, right, right. In which
Totally
we
infra
can
as a
take the
service,
RDC, we can control everything.
everything like a physical system basically, but this is on cloud, nothing else.
Hmm.
It is a VM basically. Okay,
Right.
so in PaaS services we are getting managed instance and SQL database. In SQL
Mhm.
database we are getting three options like single database, elastic pool, and database server. So elastic pool is that something like that we can say that mm, 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 in Postgres they have a citus. Okay, you are splitting your
Mhm.
database into a small chunks. Okay, to read the data basically we can read the data faster. Okay, and high scalable. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
there's the two things here. Okay, so we are able to connect. See, if you click on this Azure, you can get this. See, these are the options we have. That is single database. How what we are getting here, the features, an elastic pool, resource sharing, and all. And a database, we have a group of databases we can create in a single database. Elastic pool and single databases we can create here both as a
Mhm.
database server. We can manage backup and access management as well. And in manage instance, we are getting single instance and single instance ARC, okay, Azure Arc. So something like you can get like a infra basically. Okay, so there are two facilities here on Azure PaaS. And IaaS, you know that this is totally infra. Okay. And SaaS is a software as a service. So we are not responsible for deployment and monitoring and managing all these things. Okay. We can just check the services only. Okay. Clear now?
Clear.
Okay.
So we have covered here till now the implementation part basically. Okay, we have created our environment, we have created our VM, PaaS services, or SQL databases. Okay, we have completed three things here. Okay, now next part is that how can we insert data? How can we add data in the tables or databases? So in SQL Azure, we can create table from this Azure data. Okay, so this is a
Hmm.
very slow process basically from here. If you are going to create a table, the simple way, just you can fire a command or you can just right click and add tables.
Hmm.
So basically totally depend on network. So it will very slow. Okay, you can type your table name or here you can also pass the table name. Okay, there are two way you can pass the table name and the column name, data type, constant or allow null and all these things. Okay, so just take an example here. Sorry, just name, that is we can say care limit, we can take 10 or 5. Okay, and you have to just add column from here, then you have a phone number or mobile number. Okay, that and this is a int, and you set also that is a 10 character. Okay, that is fixed basically for not adding more data. Okay, then we have a table properties like seeding and all. You can enable seeding and all. Seeding, I know the identity, it automatically incremental of that identity table basically. Okay,
Yeah.
primary, yeah, you are using it. And so you can enable from here. And then now if just save this, so you have a save option, just you can just right click here, nothing else, or save and close. See, you can pass the table name also. If you want, you can just modify it as contact. Sorry, no space. It's taking time, I think so, nothing else. This is schema by default DBO here. Okay, you can also use it memory optimize, but you just configure it secondary data file for keeping memory optimized tables. It is not saving, it is taking time. Yeah. So let's close this and wait. So see the process. It will taking too much time for reporting and processing and committing the data on the Azure database. See, it will ask many times. Okay, this is for review preview. Okay, you can generate a script also and execute. Working on SQL database, now that is for a patient's job basically, for DBA basically. It is taking too much time. Every time we have to depend on network and all. Okay, this will take time. Okay, and you can see that. Next, after that, you have entered here the PaaS services. Okay, so let's see about this. So we have a PaaS DB we have already created. That is name is PaaS Demo DB. Okay, so you can also work as a physical server or VM server. Okay, you can create and all these things you can implement here. You create view, table, function, and all. I think you're all aware about that functions, triggers, and all. Okay, I think there's no need to discuss these things. Okay. So next part is security. In that we can say that Azure side. And in security, we can see that is first is Maxtra ID. Okay, the first part is Maxtra. That is totally like your domain account or AD account. We can say that. Okay, so my primary domain is, as I configured these logins or connected to this portal. This is my default or primary domain account. That is my name or logging account. Then that on Microsoft.com. So whatever we are going to create here, user accounts or group, it will the part of or the member of this domain account. Okay. So now we'll try to add here just for example here. Okay. See, add and then user, create user, or you can add external user as well. You can import that one or you can create groups. Okay. The simple, I am going to create one account. So see the username and the domain name. See. Okay. So now let's just see say that the username is this is a demo. Okay, so pass demo simply. Okay, and display name you can pass as per your desire. Okay, and password you can see previously, or you can just pass the different password as it is auto generated. So you can just remove this and you can just pass here. Okay, and you need to save this password. Let me note it down first. Okay, is pass demo. Okay, and next, no need to review, or we can just creating the users. We can also assign the roles and responsibilities, but let's see that roles after that database role and server roles. Then we can map this user. Okay, later. Okay, password and all, and create. So the user created successfully. Okay. Okay. So this is about the user ID, that is Microsoft Extra ID. Sorry, Entra ID. Intra ID. Sorry, I'm saying Extra ID. Intra ID. Okay. Then next is our SQL users and extended users for connecting and authentication. So SQL users you can create from here also if you want, or at the time of installation we have already created. Okay, so the for the security point of view, the best practice is that do not assign single user on database. Just create a group accordingly. Just developer, tester, DBA, managers. So it is easy to manage. Okay. So need to create a group first, and then we have to just map this user into the group and then assign access as per requirement. Okay. So we all know that the database level roles and server level roles. Okay. So first we see the server level roles is not different here. Okay. Same we get in the on premise and all. Just this is a DevOps tenant monitoring to users for monitoring part only. This is additional on Azure. See, rest all is same basically as we see in that our on-premise or VM servers. Same on a database level. You can see here database level roles. So DB access, admin, reader, writer, owner, security, and all, and public. Any question on database role and server roles? So we can discuss.
No, no, no.
No.
Next is about Azure roles. Okay. So Azure roles, we have two type of Azure roles. Do you know the difference between logins and users? What is
Yeah,
difference?
login at the login
Mm-hmm.
as the server level and user as the
It is
database level.
database server.
Okay. Can we create user on database directly?
Yes, yes, we can create, but that will be the orphan user.
Yes. Okay. So we see that server level roles and database level roles. Next is Azure database roles. Okay, so Azure SQL basically provide or facilitate only two type of database role, that is DB manager or logging manager basically. So
Mhm.
logging manager, that is we are logging to that users, and DB managers, that is an extra database ID.azure data environment. The role environment, it is DB creator and all fix the roles on the on premise like same. Okay, so we can just create this also. And next part is after that firewall rules, always encryptions, audit, and row level security. And next is, what is next? Data masking. Have you aware about data masking? What is different between data masking and TDE on encrypt a simple encryption? Yeah, data encryption. Have you heard that ASE 256? Okay, so there's difference between three is only commonly, that is TDE on database level, always encryption is column level, and masking on character level. Simply, if you have any column that like name, so how many character we are going to encrypt, or like do not want to see to the end user in application, so that is a data masking. First 4 digit, last 2 digit, middle of 2 digit, like data masking. Okay, TD is just encrypting the whole databases. This is implementing on database level, not a table level or a column level. Or AC is that column level. If you want to encrypt PAN card number, we can say sensitive data like card number, Aadhaar number, account details. So that will encrypt whole columns only. Okay, not a table. So we'll implement in Azure. Basically, we have a GUI feature here. So just go to the database server or manage instance, and then we can, sorry, encrypt, or we can also do from the query side, but it is easy to do from here. Okay, so that is TD. So just we have to just enable this by default, and rest everything is done by that cloud system. So see here about the encryption, it is saying that you can take an backup and all. Just we have to think about before taking a backup, we need to disable this TD. Okay, and then take a backup, and then you can restore. Else we require the service management key or customer management key. If then we have to just provide from our side. Okay, see here. If we go for the customer management, if you are not default setting service managed key, so if you are going to customer managed key, then we have to just provide the key here, and then we can use in TD for decrypting that backup and all. Okay, see here. So I'm not going to enable this basically. Okay, because too many things we are enabling, and then we have to just pay for that. Okay, clear now on TD about TD. So there are two features: service managed key and customer managed key.
Yeah.
So yeah, in service managed key, we need to disable encryption, then take a backup. In customer managed key, we have a key, so you can take a backup and you can pass that key while we are going to restore the database. Then go to the data masking. No, sorry. No, on the database level, sorry. Yeah, discard the settings. Pass DB, where is the pass DB? This one. Okay, so in security, the data masking. Okay, so here the dynamic data masking for the database. This is on database level. Okay, so if we are going to enable this, we need to select the column name. See here the schema, we have only a database, sorry, table name is contact. Okay, so add masking, or from here we can two option, we can mask that. Okay, just click here, add masking, and then we have to select here the default, we can function here. Okay, so it will encrypt that last 4 digit here. See, okay, last 4 digit of your mobile number. So if we are going to enable this, let's see, just insert some data and then we can enable here. Okay, contact, and then entry data here. Or from here also we can do that, from the GUI side, back to this database, and then we go have to go to the query. Let's just tab query editor. Okay, so from here also we can do that. Then we just pass login ID and password, and then we can connect. Ta -ta -ta. See, so it is faster than this tool, Azure data tool. Okay, so name, demo, and then pass the number 3628.
This studio, shall we see, this studio does not provide the administration level, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Which is
On
only
Azure,
developer.
so you can, yeah, we have to just add some extension here, and then we can do that. So this is not required. Basically. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Or we can just edit from here also. Okay, just see, add new row, the name, and 336 and 10, yeah, and just save. Okay. Uh-oh, save, new row. What is that? Where care column is not taking integer. Uh-oh, then discard this, then we can see that, yeah, int white is not taking int. What can I do that? Just saying, and where care. Here, but you can rename, just rename here, and how can I edit this? You can edit from here. Okay. Data drop and create or design. We are not getting facilities here. See, this is a bad practice. So how can I edit this one from here? Any idea? I'm missing something here.
Just
Mm,
go to studio.
Data Studio.
Yes. Either
Mhm.
just click on pen, on the pen icon. What is there?
For okay, oh, yeah, it's for design. Yes, that is editable. Okay, sorry, sorry.
Okay, here.
So it is saying it is not taking int. Then we can go for nvarchar 10. Okay, and then save this, and Then we can try to insert some data and for data masking. Okay. For not throwing an error. Why? And by 10 we have taken, na? Sorry. Sorry, not updated. Sorry. Uh-oh. So data masking, this is like using a function, okay? And by default, we are just keeping here last four character will be encrypted, okay? So now it's refreshed. Refresh here. So 6. Uh-oh. It is not like saved like that thing. So refresh. Let's save. New row. Yes. And then save. Okay. Now we are going for encrypting this, okay? For data masking, sorry. Data masking. No, this added there. Okay, and then okay. So we have a function for masking. Okay, you can also create your rules. Okay, so add this data masking and see. So our mobile number and save this. This is a default masking function. Okay, just save. That's why no DevOps team is doing everything. Okay, this is totally a GUI part. They are not need to write a query for masking and TDE and partitioning and all. Okay, now we can select from here. Close this, and then we have editor or select top, and uh-oh, okay, what is showing here? It is not in masked. Any idea?
Which one?
We have masked on mobile number. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
see, okay, the schema name, the table name, the column name. Okay, the masking
Mm-hmm.
function.
Right.
So
Default
rule is
loading.
created, rule is saved. Okay, now
Mm-hmm.
we have fetched this record from this. Okay, and it is showing whole mobile number. It is not masking the that is 4 digit of this
I think
mobile
that
number.
will be I think that will be applicable for the next record. What I'm thinking.
No, not next record.
I mean, for the new records, can be insert new record.
Okay, let's try. That's allowed to. Also, you can check that. Anything else?
Mm, column level and setting is there or not in the column level masking
Yes.
something? Apply the masking.
See, we have done. Na?
Column no in the Visual Studio it is showing or not? It's in the studio that is applied or not? Masking field format default value.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Back to this. not ask for save also. Let's see. Okay,
Run this
let's
query.
see.
Run this query. Only two records coming.
Yeah, something wrong here. Ta, 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 ta. I think we are logging as an admin. Okay, see it. Okay, it is
Hmm.
excluding that user as an admin. Rest user can connect. It will not see the full mobile number. Okay,
Hmm.
that is the
Okay.
data mask. Yeah, that's the difference only, nothing else. Okay, and last about it, data encryption. Sorry. Yeah. So if you go to enable this, the data will be encrypted. Okay. There are two things we have discussed already: server level
Back.
and that,
Hmm.
yeah, customer level, service level or server level or database level or customer level. Okay, you can just implement this one. Microsoft Defender, that is not required because it's will work like as antivirus and a scanner basically. So from my side, from being a DB, it will not required. Okay, but
Yeah,
you
data
can.
encryption. Data in the data encryption can be
Mhm.
implement test if it is less. I mean, taking less effort using the key vault.
The key vault is different thing, na? Key vault is just we can say that that is storing your
No, no.
certificate and
How a server? How
mhm.
to this database level customer manage key? How we can implement this?
Okay,
Yeah, database level customer manage key. Yeah, this one.
yeah. See, this, this is same like that we have discussed about that TD basically. Okay,
Okay.
so see, this is you have to just assign that roles and all. Okay,
Mm.
and then you just pass your key here. Okay,
Okay.
identifier key, and then we have to just ask for auto generate also. See, it will generate auto here,
Mm.
and then we can just use that as a backup, and we keep in that key vault all these things for security purpose and all. And then we have a always encryption. So by default, you can enable that, and that database on like
Mhm.
just working like that database on premise and all. So you
Mhm.
require all these things. So you, if this is enable, just disable this and take a backup and then restore this in. It will take some IO intensive activities, but yeah, it will beneficial basically. You can just disable and then enable that.
Mhm.
So these are from the security point of view, we can just use that. Okay. And TLS, you know that transport level securities, that is minimum 1.0 and latest one is I think 1.2. Okay. This is for connecting application to the database basically. Okay.
Mhm.
So any question on PaaS
No.
services? Okay, on PaaS. So we have checked about security authentication and all transaction encryption and firewall. Also we have seen that that is about did subnetting inbound and outbound. Go to the PaaS system. Then we have network management or network subnet here. Okay, and then we can see the subnet here setting, and then we have a subnet here. Okay, so you can enable here NSG network security group and all, and then you have to see inbound and outbound, which port you have to allow or deny. Okay, this is also a part of security. Okay, see 33424 public endpoint for connecting or taking RDP and all from outside. Okay, if you disable this, no one can connect to the database or PaaS services from outside Azure. Simply. Mhm. And SQL is sorry, SQL injection. You know about the SQL injection?
No, not much about this.
This is about the development part. Basically, the when the developer is creating their logging page, na, that is first logging page for any application. Okay, so they have to just write a code inside that for that username and password. Okay, for basically they have to just create a rules, or we can say that the standard. We can say that logging and user we can login password uh, menu basically. Okay, they are not saving, they are not leave it blank. Okay, so that will impact your basically data, and user can destroy or edit your data from. Basically this is very
Okay.
easy to hackers to connect the data SQL databases. Okay, so in row level security, you know about that row level securities. This is totally about that permissions to the end user. Okay, whatever the required access needed, na, just provide the same only, not more than that. If any application wants to read the data, just provide the read permission, not to write. Okay, and keep monitoring, keep tracking on that. You have just to create a tracker, access tracker and all, so avoiding that unnecessary data change and audit and all. So this is totally about that access to the end user, on which table, which data. Do you know about the securable? If any end user asking for assign execute permission on single procedure. Okay, so how can you provide that? It's object level permissions, I can say that. Any idea?
Yeah, we can. I have seen in the SSMS, but not here. Yeah, go to the
Okay,
procedure and the permission section and add that user or role,
so
or
let's see.
we can go to security also and right click on users and assign the object.
See, there's a procedure here. Okay. Mhm. Or also you can check on VMs. Let's see, we have a VM. It's just saying server level. Okay, I think we have to go with that here. So let me connect this one. First, this is a VM, that is Azure DP. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is Azure server. Okay. So from Securable, we are not getting this option here. Basically, you have to just go to that logins and all, and then you can provide like this option is Securable. Basically, I'm not able to see here on the past services. Wait, I can show you. See, yeah. Okay, this is Securable. Then you have to just search that object basically here, or a specific object. You would know the name, and then all, and then you have to select that. If you're going for that to see any, I don't have any table and view here, so we are not getting the object name here. See, so you just select that one, and then you have to go to that object, and then you can create that. Okay, let me create. Okay, I have a document for creating something. No, Where is that? Okay, let's write a query for that. I think this is different one. No. So let's create here table and then I can show you. So do you thinking of the difference basically working with the GUI and working with the command prompt, which is faster?
CMD actually much faster,
Yeah,
but
CMD. Yeah, basically. So we can create here one table. Sorry, no. Sorry. Add is something like that is adding for some keyword is thinking about the SQL, so intelligence. Okay. Now we can create this table. Okay. And then I'll show the secureable part. How this is add as admin. VM is very slow here. Go to the secureable and then search all objects. Then where is table name? Oh, refresh. And we can do one thing. We can attach adventure work for the tuning part. Okay, we will not create or insert some data. Adventure work will be really
Okay.
helpful. Yeah, it's taking too much time.
Adventure works.
Yes, that is very helpful basically. Uh-huh. Everything simple. Notable here, I think. Yeah. Mhm. I can download here and I can attach.
So actually, we don't have access for the managed instance also. We have only that PaaS servers. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm seeing more options here now.
No, basically totally from portal. So basically this is
Yeah.
easy. That's why because we can go and we can just do on GUI part only, not query part and all. See, let's see adventure work MDF file. If you get backup is a lightweighted. Let's say 910 this.
OLTP. Yeah.
Okay. No downloads here. User and connected with this. No, this user. Let's keep it on C drive. So you can modify this reallocate, okay, and then we can keep here in G drive, okay. But best practice is that we need to create a folder for data and log file, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know about the restrictions and replacement all, okay, replacing all existing and override that
Yeah.
LSN and all. So change that all these things, okay. Then we have a tail log backup. Do you know about tail log backup?
That is important in case of database corrupted. That is the last moment backup
Yep.
that we can give.
Yes, and also in log shipping.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I've attached this because we have to do performance tuning and all. So yes, see, okay, that is attached. So now we are thinking about the secureable part. Then go to the logins. Then you have a user. Then properties. Then secureable. Then we have to find all objects or specific objects. We can see that. Then we can find from here. But here to see, we are not getting the database. Why? Why it is saying the endpoint and all? We are doing something wrong here. Yes, because we are doing on server level. Yep, 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 yep. So on this, user is not mapped. So just provide this user, just mapping this to this database, nothing else. Okay. Next we get this, then go to the user properties, then secureable. Okay. Now we can find all objects. We can see here. See. Okay. So we are doing on the wrong place basically. Then we have create tables. Okay, so this is objects basically. So securely that if you want to provide some user on procedure or table should grant, see, select, delete, enter, insert data, update data. If anyone want to update data on a table, just select the table name and provide only update permission. Okay, nothing else. So this is a part of securable. This is role. We can say object level securities. We can say that, or row level securities. Okay. So in security part, we have covered database role, Azure roles, firewall, always encryption, TD, role level security, and data masking. And yeah, any question on that? All these things?
No, no, no.
No. Okay. Now the next part is on. Just a minute. I think we have to open this DP 300. Mhm. Yeah, we have covered this. Okay, data security environment on all. Authorization, transit, data masking, sensitive data. Okay, so we have covered three all. Okay, that we have checked. Yeah, yes, yes, yes. So back next is monitoring and optimization. Okay, so in that performance monitoring, resource monitoring, and optimal data's performance. So resource governor that is not useful, but yeah, we can discuss configure tempdb such as tempdb. So we have already done in installation part in IIS. And next is the baseline. Okay. So let's just we can do one thing. We can performance monitoring. We can discuss. Okay. So in performance monitoring, okay. So starting from the step, okay. If you are going for any interview, na, just they will ask if you have a if you have a question from the interview that if we are facing that CPU utilization high on the database server, so what will be your approach? The basic question every interviewer asks on performance tuning. Any idea?
I'm not sure. Let's tell me.
See, if we have a database server, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and for monitoring CPU, we have many options.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first is the task manager, but we will not define that this is happened by or occur by that SQL transaction, SQL connections. Okay, then we have a next is resource manager, resource monitoring. Okay, we can also do on Azure resource monitoring. Okay, so here we see all the exes running. Okay, on the server. So just we have to find SQL server. Okay, SSMS and SQL server. How they are doing that? Let's see, this very small. Let's make it large or maximize this. SQL server exe. Okay, so we've selected that two here. Okay, then see the number of threads utilization or average CPU. Okay, we are getting here. So let's see the CPU utilization is 40%, 40 or 30. Okay, like that. 40 or 30 means SSMS is taking 40 and SQL Server is taking 30. So where you check? Hmm? If SSM is taking too much CPU, then where you check? And what will your approach to reduce the CPU? Any idea? So the answer will be the memory and the network. Memory in the sense IO, or network means from where you are connecting or firing your query to the server. Okay, so you just check the latencies between the server. You have make a connection, but when you are going to perform your activity, you are not able to fetch or write a data from memory studio to database server. So your data is not committing fastly. Okay, so just you have
Okay.
to check your network connectivity. Yes, hello.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, so I'm just saying about the SSMS only. First approach is SSMS. So from client end, developer connect with the SSMS or Visual Studio. So there's a network, the router, switches, and then firewall, whatever. And then we have a server side switches, firewall, and routers. So we will just check the connectivity, any drop. Okay. So how can you check that drop? You have a tracer or ping. Okay. So you just check that on which router or firewall there's a problem. Okay. Or there's network, someone downloading some huge file or huge data via the same network. That is the approach. Or you can just cancel your transaction and retry to hit, then network will be automatically free after some time, and then you're easy to work on your activities and perform your activity successfully. So that is from for SSMS. For SQL server, there is nothing on CPU problem. This is only for connecting the making a connections, totally depend on your memory and the IO. Means page latches, IO latches, just you have to check your buffer manager, you check to reduce the CPU. Means if you have a CS packet, a wait type, then you just focus on parallel queries and all. What is wait? What is the wait type basically? Okay, so we'll discuss later what are the wait types. Mainly more than thousands wait type in SQL Server. Okay, page IO latches, CS packet, IO sync, network IO sync, like that. Okay, so this is the monitoring or resource monitoring. Then we have a perfmon. Ta, 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 perfmon. This is totally for performance monitoring. Okay, so just you have to create your own or just default monitoring tool. Just you have add the counters basically. Okay, so selecting the counters, just you have to go to that SQL server and then you have to check that hit ratio and page life expectancies. Do you know about the page life expectancy PLE? Have you heard that PLE?
Yes, yes, Alesh. That is
So how can you reduce that? Sorry, how can you increase the PLE? Microsoft says that 300 PLE is default, but lower than that you are facing some memory issue or IO issues like that. So here we can select all or just we can select cache hit ratio. Okay, and then we have a PLE. Okay, go to the counters PLE. Okay, these two are very basic for your first level troubleshooting and monitoring of performance. Okay,
when it is low,
now
then it is memory pressure, and when it is
yeah,
high, then
memory pressure query is not able to load your data into reading from the memory basically. That is totally a buffer problem. So you just work on the memory side or the query side. Okay, means you have to just allocate some memory or you have to just distribute.
we cannot set
Which
it right.
what is
PLE we cannot set it. It
it
is
is
just
totally
counter.
depend on how much data loaded into the memory basically, or
Right,
how
right.
much data is staying in the memory basically. More than 300 second or more than that. But the standard is that the best practice is that should be a more than 300, and basically as per the calculation and all, it will be 1.5 times of your physical memory allocations. Okay, let's see you have a 440 GB or something like that. So about 60,000 or 70,000 seconds data should be stay in the memory because we have a huge amount of data memory on the server. Okay, and second thing about the data, how much data we are fetching, updating, modifying in the memory. So you know about the LRU, list recently used, right? So you can see here and you can see the graph. Okay, about the hit ratio, click here. So this is on red, see, and this is on green. So green, see, it is I think more than that. Okay, you can just change this matrix from here. A scale, where is the scale? See, we have to just change this scale. Okay, this is saying that's 40 45. See here, average values more than 4,000. See, okay, it is in 1,000. Okay, so because we have a 4 GB of memory on the server. Okay, and we have already I think implemented it, uh volume maintenance and log pages in memory, I think. Okay, we've said that PLA, so that's why it is more than that. Okay, see, and it's a hit ratio. This would be 100. Okay, because you are hitting data from the cache 100%. Okay, if it is less, then you are going for the disk, so that will be a slowness, right? So these two things from that memory side and OS side performance monitor. Okay, then we have a server side performance monitor. Now go to the server activity monitor, just like resource monitor. Okay, you can get all the details here. See the see the processes, database. Okay, sorry, resource weight. So see, network, lock, latches, buffer IO, that is page latches and all, and others. So primitive and other, we have OS level weights. Okay, so that is not relevant to database, but yeah, I can show you one thing here for next can see the weight type. Mhm. Yes. So very frequently weight type, that is CS packet for CPU, page IO latches, async network, log write, in basically in backup and log shipping we will see. Okay, OLEDB and backup IO and log. So these are log type basically, and more than 10,000 we have a weight type. See, so basically we'll see 5 or 10, yeah, basically. Okay, in performance tuning part. Mhm. So we are here on server level monitoring. Okay, so this is also a tool for monitoring. Then we have database level reports. Okay, it's saying custom reports. Why? Standard reports. See, performance dashboard previously is not in the SQL server. Now after 16 we are getting here server dashboard configurations, schema health, top level cursors and blocking transactions, then log shipping reports, then batch education stats, IO average, CPU, and this you can get from here also. Okay, first you can see the dashboard here. It also very helpful, basically dashboard. Okay, you can get recommendation for creating indexes, stats, and all. See, if you do not know the query, then you can see from here also. Okay, the weights here, latches here, IO statics here, CPU by CPU queries you can get from read write. You can get durations, physically you can get indexes you can get here. Okay, just create on databases and then data details here, a recovery model and all. It is taking from the sys databases. You get all the details here. Okay, back and anything else, trash not extended event. Yeah, extended is a different tool. We can use that also. We can configure extended events here. This one, see. So by default we have a 3 sessions: always on health, system health, and telemetry extended events. But we can create our own extended event sessions and we can monitoring blockings, query educations like profiler. Okay, profiler here in the tools we have a profiler and DTE. So two are dependent tool basically. If you collect the stats, or we can say that trash files, and then you have to just import a trash file in the DT, and then we can execute that, and then you get a reports, the recommendation from the database engine tuning advisor, and then we have to implement as per requirement, not blindly. Okay, we will not create index blindly on the database level. Okay, so we see practical all these okay, just I'm overviewing all these monitoring tools, performance monitoring tools. Okay, then the last we have a DMBs. Okay, so we need to know about the DMB. If you are not familiar with this dashboard, you can get all these things using the DMBs. Okay, like logical read, write, duration by queries, physical read by queries. Okay, so I have a cheat sheet for that. I have created previously in 2002, I think. Okay, and I will share that one, or we can see here also. DB training, I think so. This one, yeah. So more than 32 query we have created here. That is used very frequently. Okay, yeah. So missing indexes long running by CPU. Okay, so we can see in, I think, second tomorrow class, I think, as per this schedule. So I think, yeah, you can see tomorrow all these things. Okay, yeah, performance monitoring you see step by step, and last is about the indexes. So we know about the indexes. There are two type of indexes or more than
Yeah,
that.
cluster. Two types only,
Sorry.
cluster and non-cluster.
Okay, what about filter index?
Of
composite index.
Yeah, composite index is nothing but like including more than one column.
Yes. So basically, when we see the query, everyone is filtering on more than one columns basically. Okay. If we have only one column, then index, cluster index, and non-cluster index will work file. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we have a column level, column store indexes. Have you heard that column store index?
Oh yeah, column store index I have, but I have not
Yes.
implemented. That is for especially for data warehousing.
Yes, right. So we basically we need a basic knowledge on that, because in the interview or anywhere we are working, then we can just see that where this is implemented, or we can decide this is true, right or wrong. Okay.
There are many restrictions I think in that, right?
Yeah, yeah, right. You cannot reveal that on online.
Yeah,
Okay.
there are so many restrictions.
Okay. Mhm. Then we have a performance part is not on master. Basically, you have to know about these details, but temporary is basic, very useful. But for replacing the temporary database, we have two more things on query level. Do you have any idea? CTE, common table expression,
Right.
or in memory
See.
tables.
Mm-hmm.
CTE, I think, common level column, the common table expression, we can say that. Okay. So we can write a sub queries and it is on memory, not on disk. Temporary is on the disk. It is writing all the table structure, temporary tables on the disk. So it is IO intensive in the sense of performance. But CT is in memory level. Okay. So from temporary, how many temporary tables in SQL Server? How many type of temporary tables? Any idea? Local and global. Have you heard that?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, local temporary table and global temporary table. Local for the sessions, global for the sorry. Yeah, global for that we have a structure, but it is still for using next session or next users. We can use that from the other application side. Okay, they have
Mhm.
if they are built, but data is destroyed. Data is not capturing here. Okay, so there are two type of tables, temporary tables, local and global. Single hash table for local, a double hash table for global temporary
Global
tables.
tool.
Yes. So just I have brief about this performance. Okay, and we will start practical on this monitoring SQL Azure or Azure SQL, whatever. So performance tuning, performance monitoring, performance configuration, resource monitoring, and all. Okay, we have see the brief. Okay, okay. Or next last one is intelligence query processing. That is query store and all. Okay. So we'll also see query store here. We have to just enable that query store on the database level. I think okay, we can do from here. See query store. Okay, we can enable that and we can set and configure it query store and all, and then we can work on that. Okay, and also we can see that estimated plan and live query and actual estimated plan. Okay, so tomorrow it is very important class for performance tuning and all. Okay, we'll see that. Any question on as pass or security point, because we have covered all these things till now.
No, actually.
No.
No,
In
no.
the Azure
Okay.
SQL, maybe I will have the question by tomorrow. I will ask
Okay,
because
okay.
we are working on
Mhm.
Azure Pies more. Azure
Yeah,
SQL.
Azure PaaS is different, Azure SQL is different. We have two options, okay? Keep in mind
Mhm.
that Azure is different. Azure managed instance only, yeah. Okay. So what
Not
we
managed instance, Azure Pies only.
Pass only. It's not managed instance. We don't have
Managed
access.
instance, we can do many more steps, right?
mm-hmm.
But in the Azure SQL, Azure Pies, We cannot do everything. We had to do only through scripts only, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
So
in the
just
managed
keep in
instance, we
mind
can
what.
create the login. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
In the
Okay.
managed instance, we can create the logins and everything. We can manage. I mean, through the GUI also.
Yeah.
But in that, Azure SQL, we cannot. The PaaS instance actually. That is also one kind of PaaS, I think, right?
Yes. So you can go with the database server. There's
Mhm.
two options. Yeah. See, Azure SQL. Enter.
Azure SQL database,
Yes.
hyperscale
Yeah. There's an option here. See.
SQL database.
So here is one more thing. Here even we don't have access for the portal also. Okay, portal and Azure instance, anything. We have the access for only Azure PaaS servers.
Okay.
So we don't
That
have.
is in progress. That is in progress, Benjamin.
So
They will
Sorry,
give the
bro.
how?
portal, they will give the portal access.
Okay.
From there also we can see the
Okay.
things.
If you have any chance, just take a snapshot so that I can take how they are provided permission on that. Okay.
SQL database. Okay.
Because
Okay,
we
I,
sure.
have two
in
options.
this screen, Saleshi, in this screen, as I understood, last one is the just like we can consider a machine, like everything we can control, right?
Yes. So
And
this
in the
is
second
this
one is a little less in control, only
this
through
is
the
this is for
management.
performance point of view only. The elastic pool, elastic search, elastic job. This is
Mhm.
Azure new facilities for performance and monitoring and managing the databases, your own databases. Okay,
Mhm. Right.
nothing else.
And third one is first one is totally service that we can
Yeah,
only
totally
use.
as a service. Yeah. You can just insert data and you can see and you can just monitor from here also. Okay, we have just enabled that some extension here
Right.
and then we can. Sorry.
Install extension from BSXIS.
See, we have to just add here an extension here. Okay, too many things. See, so we will just add and then we can just implement that. Okay,
Okay.
so basically this is created for Azure. This data tool is for totally for connecting and work on the Azure
Mhm.
databases and all. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
So basically, from my perspective, Azure SQL is not beneficial for enterprise application. Basically, you can go for PaaS, but PaaS is helpful in migration from on-premise to any cloud services.
Mhm.
You can easily backup and restore. You can implement and so basically you can see in migration basically what are the features and what are the technology we have. Then we can use that one. Okay, backup and restore, backpack, replication, always on, geo replication, whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah. So okay, if you have any question, just please note it down and we can discuss that. Tomorrow we will see that performance monitoring and tuning part. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Yeah. So
Tomorrow we
we
have class, right?
yeah we have to just complete this because this if you have any problem then we can discuss with Aman and we can say reschedule then.
Yeah,
So
sure.
this
No
Uh,
problem. Just tomorrow is Saturday, right? So what I'm just asking. Tomorrow we have
if
class
you
or not?
if you have a problem then you can start from Monday.
Otherwise,
But yeah, see.
Shailenji, can we keep it little late or? Okay, I will
uh,
manage. Okay. If you are
Yeah,
you,
ready, I will manage. Otherwise,
I
let's
am
see.
ready basically, but you can just ask Aman if you're going to reschedule for next late an hour, then you can start from 11. Not an issue.
Okay, if we are doing it Monday, that will be also good actually.
Yeah. Just drop an
Otherwise,
message in the group.
how long?
Mhm.
How long is still our syllabus is pending?
Basically, we have two things pending from my side. It is performance monitoring, and then we
okay.
have a migration and high availability. So in migration, we can see high availabilities basically.
Okay.
Yeah,
Actually,
mainly
Aman, to the
two or
Aman,
three
to
hours
the
max.
Aman,
Mhm.
Aman, I was shared the syllabus.
Mhm.
What we are looking for. There were all seven modules were there.
Yeah. See, see. This is the seven models, no?
Okay.
See.
Seventh one, right? Okay.
Oh, he shared with you. I didn't get anything from him, bro.
No, no. Actually, I was shared the topics. He asked to me
Okay.
the topics.
See,
So
this is
I
the this is Aman message. See, so I'm going through this only.
yeah,
We are
this one
started from here.
yeah,
Yeah,
same. I
we
was
have a
shared with him.
yeah. So this is your content basically. So we started from second, then we have
Mm.
third, and then we are going for fourth and fifth optimization and all. Resource monitoring I guided you today little bit on the brief basically, but we can see in deep. Okay, and then we have query performance module. So we can cover tomorrow these three and four and five,
So
and then we have a migrate.
probably in next 2 or 3 days it will be finished.
Yeah, more than not more than 3 hours, I think so. Because we
Mm.
are you are also working on the same platform, not you are know about the terminologies and all, okay, and the
Right,
features.
right.
Okay, so I
Okay.
think yeah. So a maximum 2 and 2.5 hours or 3 hours max we can take. Okay,
Mm.
so
Saresh, can
Deep,
you please share that PPTs?
yeah, sure. I will print this PPT or PDF file.
Yep. It's okay. PDF is better.
Okay, so I will print this and share you. Okay,
Okay, okay,
yeah. Okay then.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you, Shailesh.
okay.
Thank you.
yeah. Thank you
Bye.
Thank you.
everyone. Bye
Bye.
bye. Yeah, bye
Yeah.
bye.